And so, first of all, welcome everyone, and thank you so much for joining our foundation committee meeting. This is our first meeting to just know about the mission statement and the vision statement. We do have this on all the documents that we send to the parents, students, and it is very transparently laid out on our about page on our website. Put it because this is one of the reason that this is our mission and this is where we want to go. So we want to provide very high quality, personalized, flexible, technology based education, so that we can increase the knowledge for the students so that they are successful in their career and beyond. And our vision is that we want to empower learners not just in America alone, but we want to reach around the globe through our education to everybody. And this is our some of the core values that we have put in. And PKV is a abbreviation of our school. It stands for PK-12 Virtual Academy, where P stands for persistent, K is for kind, V is for versatile, A ambitious. And based on this, I came up with some core values. But I want input from all the parents and teachers. So I put like persistent being be resilient, ambitious stands for innovative, kind could be civic contributor, and versatile would mean that you are critical thinker. But I would like everybody to just, before we end the meeting, I would like everybody to go maybe on even Google and see if we can see, or if they can, we can add some more core values, or at least we can add some, for our graduates. So I know that Hannah is going to be the first person, the first student. I'm very happy to announce that Hannah will be the first graduate of our school. So I would like input from all of you to give us advice. What are you looking for in the school? So when you graduate, what do you really want to achieve? And so if everybody can actually use the chat, so Rochelle, can everybody use the chat?
Yes, they click on it should be the circle that's furthest to the right on the
Right,
very
I can
bottom.
see the chat right around here, and my mouse is moving. So if everybody can go ahead on chat, and maybe can we can brainstorm some ideas of what are we looking for based on our mission. Because remember, our mission is everything revolves around our mission and vision, so which is actually available on our website. So if you want to take a look at it, but I have also put it up here. And this is an activity that everybody, I would like you to go on maybe the chat box and then see if you guys can come up with some, some bullet points of what are you looking for. We are looking, like when you graduate from the school, what do you see yourself as a student or as your child? Because we do have some parents, so we want to make sure that we are fulfilling your expectations basically. So I want everybody to go on the chat and write down what is a profile of a graduate that you're looking for. What are your expectations from PKVA? Once, so I'll give you guys 5-10 minutes. Maybe let's put a. Is there any way that we can put a timer?
Let me see if I can find one.
If not, that's fine. It's 4:15. Let's give the 4:25. Let's kind of look at our chat box and see if anybody has come up with some ideas, or what they're thinking. What are your expectations? What do you want from PKVA when you graduate? Because we want you to be ready, when you go out and you are going to college, or even if you're not going to college, even if you are an entrepreneur, you want to do your own business or anything that you want to do, how do you feel? What are you expecting from PKBA? So I want everybody to go ahead on the chat. Any concern? Is there any way that we would know? Okay, you can talk, I guess. So anybody who has a concern can talk.
Dr. B,
Yeah, should I stop the recording, Rochelle?
No, I would just keep it going.
Okay,
is there any way you can state the mission statement so it could be included
okay.
in the
So
session?
the mission statement is to provide high quality, personalized, flexible, and technology based education that provides the skills and the knowledge for students to succeed. So with high quality mean that you have a rigorous curriculum, so that it will make you be ready for tests. Personalized means that if you have any kind of weakness, maybe math, or maybe English reading, whatever is your weakness, we will personalize the curriculum so that we are not stressing you out. Flexible would mean that if you want the classes to be in the evenings versus in the morning, or if you are a full-time employee somewhere, I don't know, if you are volunteering somewhere, we are providing that flexible schedule for you. So we can even give you the courses and you do it yourself, at your pace. And then technology based obviously means that everything is through the use of, basically you use the internet and you can log in into your any device, and you can get your curriculum and everything. Your teachers meet at one place. And also with the AI tools now coming up, with the robot education, everything is, we are updating our technology. And so basically our end goal is to provide you those skills that so that you can be successful. And that's our mission, and that's what we are doing right now. But in the long run, we want to reach every kind of learner around the globe. So that's our end goal. But right now, we are taking it, one at a time. So if there's anything that you can, based on this mission, we came up with being, with our core values. And um, the next thing that I would like to do is to add the your expectations here.
Could we ask the fellow members of the community if they are clear about the mission statement?
Okay,
And
so
also
we have a question.
if they do have any questions pertaining to that mission statement.
Okay, anybody who would like to, uh,
More explanation.
right, who has any question?
No question.
It's a statement that we'd like everyone to copy and to at least read it through and make sure you have clarity to that statement.
I'm gonna put the screen again. And I can edit it so that, whatever you guys are saying, I can actually add right here. So let me know. Sarah, what is your expectation from when you graduate?
So what I expect is to learn what I need before entering college.
So basically, college prep, and you would be ready for the college prep,
or get a certificate.
like testing, basically. Okay, what else? Anybody else? Um, Niall, what you see? What are your expectations from PKBA when you graduate?
Um, to know all like my required courses and like credits and stuff, while also being able to like learn like on courses that I want.
What kind of courses? Maybe courses that are helpful um, while in college, so kind of save time and money, right? Anybody else? Hannah, I think Hannah left, but maybe how about Hannah's mom? Miss Phillips, can you suggest anything? What your expectations?
Yeah. Oh, Hannah, are you on? I thought I saw her come back on, but yeah, she put in the chat that she kind of, it looks like, obviously she wants to learn what she can to be prepared for college. I know for me, what I would like to see her do is to have that preparation, to be able to, withstand the in class, college sessions, writing essays, pieces like that to be able to be successful in the college atmosphere, in
Okay,
person and online.
so improve writing. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's important actually. Okay, thank you for your input.
absolutely.
Mm, Miss Jerry, you have any um, suggestions? Ethan's mom?
I'm gonna put in the chat. Um, so
Okay,
I
that
think
would be great.
the key here is like he has a schedule and he have flexibility, so he can prepare and making habit to take own responsibility and having open mind to have successful life.
Okay, okay. So our core, based on what you all are saying, is there anyone that I missed? Mr. Ali, do you also want to put some input?
Okay. For the profile of graduates, for the graduates, they should try to gain input into some of the subject matter that would be dealt with in college level, achieving some of the credits prior to enter into college would assist them towards their degree graduation. As I said on the committee, everyone should be very explicit with the mission statement. We need that to be very, very important. And in terms of understanding it, if they should be asked to explain it to anyone. Also, on the core values, what are their expectations? What they would appreciate in terms of core values that they would like to see the academy is presenting to the student. This is where the input comes in terms of having an effect in the process of the curriculum. So designing the curriculum has a lot of weight value from the input of students and parents. So we would appreciate as much as that input from the parents.
Hmm. Okay. So I did put designing the curriculum, maybe a flexible, so that it's flexible, providing flexibility. Like, for example, I know that in some schools you can only do chapter one, chapter two in order. So what sometimes, if we provide that flexibility, that the student can actually, maybe go to another chapter of their interest. So designing the curriculum in such a way that the child has the flexibility to kind of move around. Will that be
Mhm.
okay with everybody if I put that in?
Yes.
Uh, I'm fine with it. I think it's good. I know, like for, because I think everybody learns at a different level, different pace, and having that flexibility really supports every student and their learning success.
Hmm. Okay. Because this is what PKBA is about. So, say if, for an example, if somebody is struggling in fractions, I don't want the teachers to move to decimals unless and until the fractions are mastered. And even if it takes a month, I don't care. But we want to make sure that the child has actually, mastered the skill, because then at the end of the year, if you don't know, if we did 10 chapters and then when you take the test and you don't even know not even one, that's not good. So I just want to make sure that we design the curriculum. We're not in a rush. We want to make sure that every child learns, and we can provide that rigor. So what you learn in third grade fractions is going to be different. It's going to be more rigorous what you're going to learn the fractions in fourth grade, and so on and so forth. But if you don't know that, if you don't know the basic math, there's no point moving you to maybe the algebra 1 or algebra 2, if you don't know the basic. And then that is how we are making sure that when you are going to college, you're going to be ready, because you have to take those tests and you
Mhm.
have to pass. So and I think that is like, we really want to make sure that our students are learning, they are ready, whether they go to college or not. Like, there are some students who are not going to be going to college, and so we want to provide a curriculum where whether you go to college or you don't go to college, but you will have to be ready to face the world, because now it's going to be everything, like the robots are taking over. It's going to be everything is all about the AI tools. So we want to make sure that you guys are ready. So right now I have written on my core values that we want our students to be persistent, resilient. Another word for persistent is resilient. So when I make the profile for a graduate, I want my students to show the resilience, right? That no matter what, you are going to persist and you're going to, overcome those obstacles, down the road. We want our students to be ambitious, innovative, meaning you want to learn the new skills, because obviously what we are teaching you right now might get outdated, right? It becomes obsolete. But if you are innovative, if you can think outside of this, the box, then you will be able to survive, right? The other one that I wrote down, and this is what I, discuss is with our teachers, and we came out with these four basic core values. But again, if you want me to add something, and you can Google it and see, is there anything that we should add in our core values? Because ultimately, it is all about you. You know, it's all about the students. So I would like some input from Nail, Sarah, and Hannah. I was trying to see Vanessa, but Vanessa didn't really come. But we're gonna give her the recording. But if you guys can come up with some core values, and again, you can Google it and see if you see something that we are not doing, and let's add that core value to our profile of the graduate. So let me see if under in the chat if somebody has added anything. No, I don't see anything. Anybody else, please feel free to add on the chat if you are a little bit shy speaking out, because I do want your input, because we can always do this ourselves. The reason we are having a meeting is because we want input from all the students and the parents as much as possible.
I think basically what we're trying to do is that the child must master the subject matter. They must be confident in whatever topic they're being taught in the classroom, master of that so that they can advance. It makes it easier in the advanced classes.
Yes, I was going to say definitely master the confidence, because I know that's the biggest thing. Being able to move on to the next lesson, the next curriculum, is having that confidence and knowing that they can do it, even if they're having a hard time with it or struggling with something, that they know that they will be able to get through it because they have that confidence. Yeah.
Independence,
Yeah,
that
confidence.
they can survive on their own.
Yeah, definitely.
Like-
The independence is a huge piece. I know personally on my end and with my family, is the independence of being able to succeed either in college or independently as an adult. You know, as you know, in the workforce.
I like either problem solver or innovator, because I feel like when they get out on your own, the main skill you have to have is, if something is challenging, you have to
Right.
find a way to fix it or
So,
to get through it.
right. So basically overcoming obstacles, which is being persistent. You come back to what I just said, which is persistence. So overcoming obstacles, no matter what, if you have those skills and oh, you know what? I know I don't know this, but I let me just read a little bit more about it and maybe watch some videos, and I know I can do it. This is what I do. I never used to cook, to be honest. Like, this is my weakness. I always was like a, like, just studious. I always was like, in school, I'm just like always but I'm a school person, but then if you tell me to cook, I never. And then I started watching YouTube videos in my time, in my, leisure. And then I realized that, you know what, I can cook. It's just a matter of learning the steps. So, everything you can achieve if you just have that passion to learn. So, um, it's everything is achievable. You just have to know, nowadays with the resources that we have. So maybe providing resources to the students, which are handy, right? So that they can actually, but again, in the, like, down the road, when you graduate, you have to find your own resources. So you should be able to find them, search them, and maybe be an innovator, right? And then also, a big thing that I found that we were discussing is that, we should be able to help other and be kind. So in that process, if you can, and I know that some of you are doing the clubs. So in the club, this is going to be a big thing, that you're going to be the leader of that club, right? And you have to understand that the people who are joining your club, well, they don't know anything. And that is why, but they want to learn. They have the passion. They want to learn, but maybe they don't know anything about it. So how would you, in that club, if you are the leader, how would you bring those members in and run the club so that they can actually do some projects and you can be successful in your goals, right? So I really want my students to actually run a club, be a leader, do something that you have a talent. And I know that Hannah, you used to. What was your talent? I know that you had shared that in one of the award when like we had the award assembly, and I know Hannah showed her talent. What was that, Hannah, that you did?
Diamond art.
Art?
Diamond art.
Oh, okay. So maybe you can start a club with that. And remember, if you can start a club, then later on you can start your own business. This is what my goal is. So anybody who is running a club on their own and they have even one member, I don't care. Even if you have one or two members, don't feel, oh my God, nobody likes what I do. But just run the club, show your leadership skill, because this is what, you're going to be doing when you are in the facing the workforce and facing the world. There are going to be people, all kind of people. You have to basically, um, take those chances. So I would like everybody to so I want them to be a leader, and that we can achieve by running a club of your choice. So, Nail, I know that you are amazing in arts. So, maybe Hannah, you could join her club, and then you guys can both run. You guys can be leader, because Hannah, remember, you are the first one to graduate. So I really want you to run a club, maybe with Nail, and who knows, maybe with Sarah, because even Sarah loves to draw, right? So, um, because once you are running a club, that will you'll see that how you can demonstrate your leadership skills, right? So this is something that in order for us to, if you are expecting the school to do something, we have to do it together. You have to join our hands, because we cannot achieve what we want to achieve without you. So you guys are super important for us, right? So Nail, Hannah, Vanessa, Sarah, you guys are the leaders of this committee. Parents are there. We are there to support you. But if you don't, make those choices, if you don't show and join hands with us, we are nothing. So I think clubs, and also we are doing hands-on projects. Any from the students or the parents, do you have any suggestions? Because we are trying to actually make our curriculum based on projects. So if you can, build something, hands-on project, meaning you don't have to take a test. This is what we are trying to do. That if a child can do such and such, why do we have to, give them a 30, 40 kind of question test? Now, that doesn't mean that we will not give you any kind of formative assessments, and that is why we have the exact path. So the person who is doing the exact path on a regular basis, and then they are actually attending our classes and doing the projects, I think basically, you are demonstrating that leadership. I'm thinking that you'll be able to be a problem solver down the road. Um, any suggestions about the clubs, about the hands-on projects? Because we are kind of going to prepare our curriculum, design the curriculum based on hands-on projects, based on STEM curriculum. Any ideas? Put it on the chat, please, or feel free to say something right now so that we can always fix it according to your needs. Any suggestions? I'm talking so much. Is there anybody else? Sarah, what about you? Say something. Anything that you would like us to do in the clubs? Um,
More activities.
okay, so then you are the one. If you're telling me more activities, then you have to come and let the teacher know that, I want to do such and such club. I want to run two clubs. Because the more clubs you run, I mean, I want quality though. So if you can actually run one club at a time, I'll be happy because we are all about quality. We don't want quantity and then not do anything. So is there anything that you would like us to add in the club or add in the hands-on projects? Nail, Hannah,
Art club.
how can we be different? How can we be unique? That's what I'm looking for. So I want you guys to add some things on chat. If you're shy speaking out right now, no problem. I know it's our first committee meeting, but if you can put that on the chat, it will really help us because one head, you need to brainstorm. We need a lot of eyes. We need a lot of heads to run the school. So we want your input. What can we do to make it better? I'll give you some time to put it on the chat. Okay. Sarah said music club. So then run a club. But I want you to run one at a time. I don't want you to run too many activities and then, you know, um, and it's not quality work. We want everybody to enjoy that club. So if you are saying music club, then come up with the plan. What is your end goal? Do you want to maybe um, if you're making a song, maybe you want to become a songwriter and you want to write a song about, encouraging other students, then do that. I mean, that will show. Let me tell you something. When you go to college, Sarah, and you show that you actually ran a music club and this was your end product, right? You made a song. And let me tell you something. There's so many kids in our school. All of them they love music. So if you want to start a music club, I'm sure plenty people will join your club. And I'm sure that if Hannah runs an art club, I'm pretty sure that there are so many people who would like to join her club. So again, you have to put that word out. You have an ability to go on teams. And is anyone who does not know how to go on teams and message their peers or their teachers? Is there anyone? Please put that on the chat because that is something really, really important. We need to communicate. There are different channels of communication. So you guys can always chat on the teams and let other person know, hey, we want to open this club. Maybe we can have a poll and see who is interested in music club, who's interested in art club. So let me see. I know we have on Microsoft Teams. Um, I think we have a poll. So if you guys are attending Miss Deepa's class or Miss Divya's class, you guys have an ability to put who wants to join that club, right? And then maybe we can do that, right? Maybe we can add polls, and that way we would know who's interested in that club. Any other suggestions about hands-on activities? I know we are doing a lot on in science, but is there anything else? Any suggestions?
No, I think that's good. The running a club, it looks very good on your college transcript because it shows that you're able to handle projects and finish them.
Yeah, it shows that you're ready. You're ready for a career. You're ready for college. So I think to run a club would be awesome, but again, it needs some effort. Like as I said before, you cannot just expect us to come up with ideas. You guys have to come up with ideas. have to come up with those ideas that, hey, I want to run a club. I'm going to make a PowerPoint of my suggestions, my goals, that how many assessments I will have for my members, right? All of that has to come from you. And then we have teachers. I have appointed Ms. Deepa and Ms. Divya to run to help you with the club. But if you need Miss Farida, even though she's not a teacher, but if you really need her help, she'll be there for you. So please feel free to text your teachers, or or the staff member to help you out. Any other suggestions? And then, based on what you guys are saying on the chat, we will try to come up with a plan, and then the final product of the profiler for graduate, we are going to email all of you. But if there's any other suggestions, Brother Ali, anything that you would like to share with the students and the parents?
Yeah, I would like to see if one of these students can get involved in a debating club. Maybe 2, 3 students get together and they can form a debating club where they can have set up a debate. It's very important in the terms of expressing yourself and doing research for whatever topic is being used for debate. That is a very interesting club, and it's very popular club used by a lot of students. And I think you guys are qualified enough to get involved in that extreme. So think about it. That would help a lot. And as we said, whatever is needed, whatever you think we should apply in the classrooms or administrations or whatever the case may be, just drop us a line, as we say, put it in the chat, and let us get a chance to review what are your options, and we can see if we were able to facilitate you as much as possible. So keep critiquing us. That is how we were able to look at ourselves and rectify and also add to what we presently have in order to make ourselves better. And that's what we're looking at. We
And that is
want
why
you
we are
to
setting the
be
surveys,
we want you to be number one where this is concerned. And when you leave a class, you must have command of the subject matter that you dealt with. That makes it easy as you move forward. Okay.
Niall, anything from you?
No, I don't really have anything to add.
Okay. Hannah?
No, I don't have anything.
Anything else to add? So please, guys, I think clubs would be our next thing, because in order for us to show the accreditation team that we are growing, and that our students are being, they are getting ready for the college and beyond, we need you guys, even if you're not going to college, because it doesn't matter whether you go to college or not. But we want you to be ready for any kind of, even if you want to do your own business, we want you to be ready. We don't want you to be looking like a fool, not knowing how to run your business, right? So the clubs is a very good way to expose yourself to different things, that you might need. So at least with Hannah, Sarah, I know Vanessa is not here today, but we will be sending her the and Nail, I really want, and even Ethan. I know Ethan is not here, but you guys are very, very smart, and you've been with us. Especially Sarah and Hannah, Demi, they have been with us for more than a year. So I really want you guys to come up with a club and hands-on activities, okay? And we want members in your club, and for that, maybe you need help of the teacher, or maybe even our staff member like Miss Farida, please text her on the Teams chat. We are very, we are reachable, right? Anytime you can call us, anytime you can communicate through Teams, any one of us, right? And you guys get the results right away. So I answer your calls, maybe not right away, but I do call you back. So anything that you guys need, please put that on the chat. I think that would be it. I don't want to take too much of your time because we're gonna have these meetings more regularly now, and we want your input because we want to make our school the best. Okay, so Miss Ali, you think that's it?
Yeah, until the next meeting.
Parents or students, if you have any suggestions, text me, put it on the chat. And once we are done with the profile of a graduate, what I'll do is I'll send it via email to all of you. And I'll post it here too in the committee so that we all know that we did this together. Anybody who does not know our mission and vision, it is clearly stated here, and it is also stated in all our documents, and it is stated on our website. So I know the accreditation team will definitely ask you guys that whether you are familiar with our mission and vision. Any concern from before we end the meeting?
Nope.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to end the video.